Hey guys, how's it going? So this video is for Braden. Hey Braden, how's it going? Thought I'd just do a video answer to you and then put it up on YouTube so that everybody else that's interested can also hear the answer. Sometimes it's just easier to talk and show stuff rather than answer questions. So Braden is in the Facebook group. If you're not in my Facebook group already, come and join us. I'll put a link in the description. We talk about all different alert services, and Braden, I think, is a fairly new member. Seems pretty active and interested in a lot of these different things. So Bullseye trades. So one of my favorite trade systems of all time. It's $99 a year, which is ridiculous. So let me answer a few questions. There's so many videos that I have on the channel showing different trades and things. We're going through a bit of a rough patch. I think this is like the third trade in a row that's been a bit of a losing trade. So totally normal drawdown in these services, and I'm not bothered in the least the fact that we took a small loss again this morning. Anyway, let's get on to your question. So can you tell me about Bullseye trades, and does he educate people on his strategies? Are there videos to watch? Does he have a chat room? Anything would be great. Alright, so Braden, let me go into the dashboard for Bullseye trades. So here's Bullseye trades on the left. And so these are the things that you get when you sign up for Bullseye trades. So you get the Get Started section, which you can look at. Welcome to Bullseye, weekly updates, live broadcast, launchpad, stock options explained, frequently asked question videos, and video update libraries. So let's just go through your questions one at a time and see where we're at. Let's see. So can you tell me about Bullseye trades? Okay, quick overview of Bullseye trades is it's one options trade every Monday morning that Jeff Bishop at Raging Bull sends out to subscribers via email, but it's also put up on the dashboard in here, and I'll show you where that is in a sec. Sometimes people can't find it once they sign up. Let me just close this browser. So it's very simple, one trade a week. It's an options trade. It has a very high success rate. Like I said, the last couple of trades has been a bit of a struggle, but overall it has a very, very good success rate. You're asking, does he educate people on his strategies? And that's kind of a good question, right? So he does his best. So in terms of if you're new to options, there's tons of stuff in here. I often tell people, like, this course alone is something that would be worth like $1,000, or some people would try and sell it for $1,000 at least. So he teaches all the basics of options via video courses on the right here. So understanding all the different aspects of options trades. You can see kind of the videos on the right. And then on the left, you have like every sort of text lesson with the graphics and things about different topics. So the basics of options trading. So if you're completely new to options trading, you could buy Bullseye trades for the $99 for the year and get this course, which has really concise topics about everything that you need to understand about options trading. Now, you don't necessarily have to understand all of this for Bullseye trades. It helps, but it's definitely a course that you get with it that's worth going through. And it's really well done, it's really well laid out, and it's a full tour de force of options trading, including advanced strategies, which are totally not relevant to the Bullseye trade alerts that he does every Monday. Things like calendar spread and straddles and strangles and things, these more advanced topics. But this course is awesome. So you'd probably pay several $100, depending on when you're buying this from, just for this course. So I really like that. He's put a lot of value into the teaching aspect of it. That being said, in this section, there isn't anything about how he is actually doing his trades, right? So this is just options in general. A lot of really good information. So the strategy that he uses is described in a couple of different places. So he uses a combination of relative strength and technical analysis to figure out what he's going to do for that week. And so one thing that you want to look at in the weekly updates is you get like this email. So this is like this week's MBLY. You get a rough overview of his thought process. You don't get an in-depth strategy, you get a rough overview. So you'll get like this stuff here where he's saying, I feel the market's probably headed higher, but it's likely to rug pull. So kind of like an overall market sort of idea. And then he'll give a general outline of why he's going with this week's trade. So in this case, it's a recent IPO. Not been very many IPOs in the last few months. This one's been a strong performer. Blah, blah, blah. So he'll give an outline on the trade thesis in the email on the Monday morning, and it's always put in the dashboard here so you can go back and look at previous ones. And so these are not generally like by themselves standalone that helpful, right? Like you can just say, oh, I think this one's going to be strong, this is why. So it's not like a full strategy to teach you how to find these yourself. And then of course he gives the alert, which is like here, these trade ideas. And I talk about this in other videos too on Bullseye on this channel. So, however, there is one thing that is really useful, and I always encourage people to check it out. And he does an hour every Monday on a live stream. So if I go back to the dashboard here under Bullseye Trades, he does a live broadcast every Monday morning, 11 a.m. Eastern time, where he comes on live on here and chats. And there's usually like a little chat room thing. As well, and people can talk about like what the trade is, his overall ideas on the markets, and that's where you learn the strategy in more depth. So you'll go through like exactly what's going on. I'm trying to find one here. If we can get the try and get this menu in. Here we go. So oops, this thing keeps closing on me, kind of stupid. So weekly updates. Can't get this thing to work. I know what Launchpad is. Let me just check that. Yeah, so you get this as well. It's a whole bunch of random videos about stuff. Again, this is not super valuable. The other course that I showed that you get with it is a lot better. They're also a bit outdated as well. So let's see if I can actually get my mouse to navigate to what I'm trying to show you. So there should be an archive here. I'm not sure if they still have it because they mess around with this sometimes. Here we go, video updates archive. And so even though these strategy sessions where he goes through like the exact technical analysis of his trade of the week is live every 11 Eastern time, it gets uploaded into this video updates archive. And so you can go back through them or watch them later on that day to get his full like analysis. And sometimes it's an hour long like this one, and sometimes it's 12 minutes if it's not that long. And he goes into how he uses the Keltner channels, why he's looking at what he is. And you can learn his thought process and strategy from these. So I hope that kind of makes sense what you get. You get the basics options course, which is actually really good and in-depth. You get the alerts every Monday. You also get alerted in real time via the app when he enters and exit trades. But honestly, I don't even have the app. I just look at the Monday morning email and then make my own decisions throughout the week based on my own sort of like thought processes and also what he says in these videos. So for you guys that are watching this that have been in Bullseye for a while, that you maybe didn't realize you can go back and look through these. You can also check them. Like, you don't want to rush in on a Monday morning just because the trade's coming out on a Monday morning at market open. You don't necessarily want to jump in straight away. I nearly always wait a day before I get in. Usually the price comes down, and it also gives me time to go through and look at these videos that he posts, because they get posted pretty quickly after they're done live, and then see if I agree with his analysis, and then sometimes I set the charts up the way I want them, the way he has them with the Keltner channels and stuff. And you can do that. So, well, it's not super duper like full-blown teaching. It's pretty good. It's amazing value for the price, honestly. It's really good. Let's see, what else did you say? So are there videos to watch? So I guess I've covered that. I've told you a bit about the Bullseye trades. Does he educate people on his strategies? To an extent, yes. For sure. Are there videos? There's tons of videos. Like I said, there's all the video course stuff on basic options, and then there's videos on his analysis of every trade that he takes every week. There isn't a chat room. The closest you're going to get to a chat room is on the Facebook group that you're on at the moment, because we talk about the trades a lot, like every week. If you have any other questions, I can answer them in the Facebook group. If not, hopefully this has been helpful, and I'll talk to you guys later.